The Peddler of Puddles by Beth Ferry and Tom Lichtenheld. The Peddler of Puddles never got anywhere fast, possibly because of the weight of his cart, possibly because of some dawdling ducks, but most likely because he was always busy making puddles. With a tiny tug on his cloud and a drip, drop, drip, the peddler created a puddle just right for a thirsty hummingbird. With a push and a pull, the water slid down the tubes, through the pipes, and pooled perfectly for a frog. With a twist and a turn, the peddler fashioned a puddle exactly right for a refreshing paddle. The peddler loved his job, even if he was always a bit soggy. With a twist and a turn and a push and a pull, the peddler had made countless ducks delighted. Hundreds of frogs euphoric. And children? Well, he'd stopped counting how many children he'd created puddles for. From small single stomp puddles to large float-a-boat puddles. He never asked for anything in return, but there always was payment of some kind. A freshly dug carrot, a bowl of soup, a lantern of fireflies, a smile. He was never lonely. How could he be? But he never stayed in one place very long either. Peddlers rarely do. He traveled from forest to farm to field to, one day, the seashore. The peddler couldn't believe his eyes. He had never seen such a big puddle. "Wow!" he said. "I know!" replied a voice coming from below. It was a small girl covered in sand. With a twist and a turn and a push and a pull, the peddler made a rinsing puddle. Except he didn't. He tried again. "The sand gobbles up the water," the girl explained. "It's better down here," she said. The peddler parked his cart, then dipped his toes into the ocean. The waves tickled his feet. The salt sprayed his face. The new friends played and splashed. It was wonderful. When the girl saw her mother waving, she said, "It's time to go home. Bye." "Time to go home," the peddler echoed. "Home." The peddler walked slowly down the beach. Possibly because of the weight of his sand-laden boots, possibly because of some scuttling crabs, but most likely because he realized he didn't have a place to call home. Peddlers rarely do. He reached his cart and tugged. He twisted. He pushed. Then he pulled. But he couldn't move the cart. The sand was tricky. And he was tired. And that's when he saw them. His friends. They hadn't come for the sand, or the sea, or the salty waves. They had come for their peddler. And they weren't leaving without him. They pushed, and they pulled, and they pulled, and they pushed, until finally the cart moved. They led the peddler through the field, past the farm, and into the forest, where they had dug a hole, a great big inviting hole. The peddler paused. Then he proceeded to twist and turn and push and pull again and again and again until the puddle became a pond and a possibility. The peddler studied his masterpiece and smiled. There was only one thing left to do. With a twist and a turn and a push and a pull, the peddler dismantled his cart. Then, with a hammer and some help, the peddler built a home. A home for ducks and fish and otters, for butterflies and dragonflies and frogs, for mornings and for evenings and forever. And of course, the peddler didn't mind sharing, not one little bit. Peddlers rarely do.